Hi, I'm George Love and welcome to Treasure Coast Fencing Club. The original owner, Ken Moran, he started this club, I'm going to say about 20 years ago, because he loved fencing and all he wanted to do was have people come to fence. Young, old, it didn't matter. He just was so passionate. He was a great friend and people love to come. I think some people love to come just to be with Coach Ken more than they like to fence, but it just happened to be at the same place. So he ran this club until about 2015, January actually, and he died suddenly, and it was really a shock. Once that he was gone, I realized that if this club shut down, there'd be nothing in this area. The closest clubs right now are in Melbourne, where I would have to go for lessons, Orlando, Miami, Tampa. Where's anybody going to go? And he had laid such a great groundwork for people who were coming that we just had to keep it going somehow. And with the support of his wife and family, it was possible to do that. And I'm just really, I'm pleased that I've been able to carry on. And on top of that, the other thing that I do, we always talk about him on the anniversary, his birthday, and sadly the day he died, but we also have a club scholarship that I had promised his wife that we would support the kids. And sometimes I also give the kids equipment or a lame or something. Just if they're working hard, they get a little bit of support from the club. So I try to carry on his thoughtfulness and his love for the sport with everybody. So we offer 2 days of classes. Mondays we have beginners and youth, where young people can come and learn very, very basics. You learn how to move your feet, you learn how to hold the weapon, you learn certain moves. And many times, some of the kids stay in there because they're quite young. We usually don't start until about 9. I have some younger fencers, but I like them about 8 or 9. At any rate, they stay and slowly they keep adding skills, and ultimately get on the strip to bout a little bit. Some of them I like to move into intermediate, which is also on Monday. Those kids who come on the intermediate class have some experience and have their gear, and they're bouting a lot more, and they're fencing with the electric gear. We still do some drills and try to get some instruction in on those days because there's always something to learn and work on. We have Wednesday adult night, so that's strictly for anybody 18 and over, because I started it basically because sometimes adults want and just don't want little kids running around. And so it's nice because we can have a good time and again practice some things, learn some new things, and anybody 18 who wants to start comes on Wednesday. And then they can get moved into the intermediate class ultimately. You can come depending on what it is, as much as you want. Friday is open fencing where everybody is welcome. And I try to encourage that once you have your electric gear and once you know how to fence and once you have some moves, to come on Fridays and everybody fences everybody, and you're going to get better because you're going to get pushed around. So those are the opportunities we offer. So the basic gear that you need, you're going to need a jacket, glove, mask of course, and a weapon. And the underneath protection, you have chest protector and a plastron. Those are the absolute basics that you have. Fencing is a safe sport, but you've got to have safe equipment for that. And then that's how the kids all start, and everybody starts without the electric, so you say that's the dry. And then if you're going to carry on, you'll need your electric, you'll need your foil, you'll need wires, you need electric equipment, and you'll have to add on to it and get all that. And right now, when people come to start with the club, I have gear they can borrow. So sometimes with youngsters, I don't make the parents get the gear right away because kids can change their minds. You know, if they don't give it the time, they decide in 2 months they don't want to do it. I don't want people stuck with gear. They should expect to actually learn how to do this. People come to fencing with some preconceived notions. Sometimes they think it's a lot of swashbuckling. Sometimes they think it's a lot of jumping around. They see things on TV and they think it's pirate fencing and all that. So they need to expect that it's a little bit more fine-tuned than that. There's a little more discipline to it. We have a good time. We try to have a good time. There is no expectation from anybody who comes. I don't expect anything from anybody except show up and do your best and have a good time doing it. Everybody learns at different rates, and I'm well aware of that because I struggle with learning, and we just try to give people more and more information every time they come. So just basically be patient and don't be so hard on yourself. A lot of people are pretty frustrated right off the bat because they can't just get it, and you don't just get it. In all honesty, if somebody were to apply themselves and go to a club, say 2 times a week and take lessons, it takes about 2 years to make a good beginner.
For anyone that's interested in learning to fence, I'd highly recommend it to everyone. I would just caution you that it does take a little while to learn and get a feel for what we're doing. So even though it might feel like you're not getting anywhere, you're not learning as fast as you might want to, you're not gaining the skills at the rate, it doesn't seem as easy as you thought going into it. You just have to keep with it and stick with it. And once you've been doing it for a few months to a year, you'll really start to realize all of the progress that you've been making when you didn't really realize before.
Opportunities with fencing in this club can be varied. We have had some young men go off to school. We had one individual off in college fencing. He was recruited at a university and fenced and was there for 5 years. And actually he's off coaching now, which is a great thing. So he's carrying on the tradition. Once you're at club, people have expressed interest in competing. You can compete through the club. You go to different competitions, and we can help you get along there so that you understand how it works. It would be nice if ultimately some people went to national competitions, but we have plenty of local ones around.
I compete mostly for fun. It's just an interesting opportunity to go new places and meet new people, and it's an excellent way to hone the mind and the body. It's a great physical workout. You get cardio and strength training for the whole body. It's also one of the most comprehensive and complete ways you can exercise your brain. Decision making in very split-second, short notice scenarios, and as well as long-term planning and kind of situational management.
And this club, I'm happy to say, we have a great location in Stuart, Florida. We are at 731 Northwest Federal Highway, just north of the Roosevelt Bridge. And we're a small club, yes, but there's plenty of opportunity to do what you need to do here. We have electric strips, we've got the scoring machines, and so you can just do whatever you like when you get here. So Treasure Coast Fencing Club is a place that you come for the swords and stay for the friends. So come on down.